They said Gray paved the way, changed the rain, released the pain, least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper rap, tighter sets, high in Delhi, I'm a fighter jet.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandara, aka Chef. Obviously, this man is happy. He is clapping hard. He's wearing one of his loser-ass Houston teams. So, gentlemen, talk to me.
Oh man, we got so much going on this week, and then a lot of also nothing going on this week because I watched AEW last night and I was just like, I was falling asleep, man. I know people are gonna hate on that, but I don't care.
It's your boy, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin, Jorge, baby, in the house, Mr. Muffins Martinez. And as you can see, look at all the beautiful different things on the page there, all the UWN. Chef, he's a god, even though he's God.
Chef the God in the building.
Nobody knows what he is half of the time. He don't know what he is half of the time.
Listen,
today he's a chef. Tomorrow he's something else. You know.
It's
today
always
he's
chef,
from Queens. Tomorrow he's from Bronx. The next day he's from Staten Island or some shit. I don't know.
Nah. It's always Queens, baby, all day, every day. But I think we should talk.
I thought you were from Florida.
Oh, Florida now, yeah. I think we should talk some Willie Mack. Willie Mack is back. Well, not back. I think he's debuting. I don't think Willie Mack has ever been in MLW, right? I know he's been in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I think this would be the first time in MLW, though. Maybe not.
So
if
now,
he has, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
So now here's my question, right? Is I'm excited about Willie Mack because I'm not a big Willie Mack fan. I didn't really care for Lucha Underground. With Impact, I was like, he's all right. You know, he's the former X Division champion. And, you know, obviously it comes in with some kind of prestige to him because, you know, last thing I remember him was rocking the belt. But they're sticking him in a street fight versus Jacob Fatu. Like, what kind of debut is that?
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to start a hardcore division? Is that what they're going to try to do, to stick a hardcore belt in there? I mean, you know, it sort of looks funny without having Fatu have something. You know, he is a person that is there, and he's a face, and everybody knows that he's MLW, but should he have a belt? Yep. Should they bring in a hardcore belt with now bringing in Willie Mack?
Muffins, you're the Willie Mack, you're the Impact guy.
Yeah, I know. I also saw today they added your boy there,
Madge Kruger.
Oh God, what's his name? The guy. Yeah,
Madge Kruger
against
Mance Warner.
But against he's gonna go against Warner. Yeah. So yeah, that looks like another hardcore battle for right there. So.
I mean,
and all this stuff is happening Saturday, so this is interesting card so far.
For sure, and they don't have the biggest roster, but a lot of their biggest names don't have no belts around them. So it's a little off where you're like, damn. And I've been past the Hammerstone train. I love Hammerstone. Hammerstone, talented guy. I don't think that his title reign is special at all. I think it's pedestrian at best. And it's time. Like, it's been time. You should have put it on Richard Holiday when you had the chance. Now, at this point, I'm kind of like, when you got to move on. You got to do something. I mean, like I said, and I want to keep this on Willie Mack a little bit more because, like I said, I know his pedigree. I know his work ethic. I know everything that comes about him. And I'm curious, what do you have plans past this? Because I didn't think they said he was signed. It just they said what was like Soldier 87 or something like that was on the picture or whatever. And you're like, all right, dope. I know who Willie Mack is. And if you're just throwing him in a hardcore match versus Jacob Fatu just for shits and giggles, let's get Fatu into a better place where we're not just giving him guys for a random thing and then keep going forward.
Yeah, I can see that, man. I mean, you do. this is one of the frustrations, right? We've talked about this. One of the frustrations is they bring guys in, they have their cup of coffee, and then they leave. You know, they film their 2 matches. There's no storylines behind it, or you know, there's a small storyline and it goes away. You know, I'd like to see Willie Mack get in there. I'd like to see an X division brought in with maybe Fatu. You got Mance Warner back, and he's king of the bunkhouse brawls. You know, he sheds a lot of blood. I'd like to see something like a next division. Will they do it? Who knows? You know, and another thing we got to talk about is the rules that they keep on touting, the rule change. But we'll hold it off. We'll hold it off.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on, man. We can talk about that in a few seconds when we talk some Davey at the same time. But
well, I was going to say what. I was going to say what Aben said. You know, about the bunkhouse title. You know, like they used to have back in the N.W.A. They used to be a big belt buckle. You know, Dusty Rhodes and shit like that used to have that. You know, if you're gonna have something like that, you know, you have like a but instead of being hardcore matches, it'll be like bunkhouse battles or something like that. You know,
a belt buckle would look corny to me. And it's got to be a title, a strap. Like,
hey man, it worked. It worked in the '80s. It can work now. Look at that ugly ass.
Hold on, wait. You guys both recently went at me when you were like, oh, in 1984. All the members of the 4 Scrubmen, you know, they didn't have titles. And I was like, well, you got to throw a title on them. It's not 1984 no more. And when we talk about some solo, we all understand what just happened, too. They pulled the trigger on that man.
Yeah.
It's not 1984, saying, you know, bro. It's 2022. Enough with 1984. Hey,
first of all, nobody say 84. I'm more 86, 87. But, yeah, we're still there. Mind your business. Don't worry about my age, where I've been. Bring the damn bunkhouse belt back. You know, a big belt buckle. Big belt buckle and shit. Bunkhouse champion.
Dude, how much bigger do you want the championship belts to be? That MLW heavyweight championship is it's ridiculously huge. I've seen it in person. It's
you can
big.
Make a belt buckle that big. You can make a belt buckle that big.
Is it because I'm from Texas? Yeah, I wear a belt buckle.
You can make a big belt buckle just that big and shit, like a title.
Big. He keeps on saying big. So you know, I was hoping we brought him in really quickly, right? We brought him up the MLW / National Open Weight Heavyweight Champion, whatever it was that Hammerstone had for a minute. I was hoping that there was going to be a redesign when that happened, and they would allow the National Open Weight Champion, whatever it was, that design. Put that on the MLW Heavyweight Championship. It's a beautiful design. It is one of the best looking belts I've seen in a long time. Next to that New Japan Heavyweight Championship, which I know people hate on.
I think the dopest belt. Listen, there's 2 belts that I think are the dopest belts in the world. One is the $1 million belt because it's my thing. But the other one is I think called the Gift for the Gods or something like that. It was in Lucha Underground.
The Gift of the Gods.
It's like the Gift of the Gods belt was straight fire. And their heavyweight title was fire too, though. Lucha Underground has some dope belts. MLW has some dope belts. But I don't listen. Are you talking like a rodeo belt buckle? Like, is that what you were talking about? Because if it's a rodeo,
dude, how many belt buckles do you wear, or do you know a belt buckle, the big ass belt buckle that they use in Texas, belt buckle back?
So it's like a rodeo one, right? Because you know, like when the guys win those rodeos, they give them that
big.
You're not listening. When they win the rodeos, they give them those it's like a gold and silver belt buckle thing. It has the rodeo, whatever. Does it look like a rodeo belt, or is it like a corny belt?
Just like you saw right now, the rodeo.
That still sucks.
Yes.
Whatever. I don't want to see your stupid belt buckle Keep that shit in
Belt
NWA
buckle, baby.
1980.
Belt buckle, baby.
Like, nobody, bro, no one fucking, first off, no one even cares about NWA anymore. And no one even cares about the Four Horsemen either. Four Horsemen has been dead for fucking 40 years.
Mack hating on NWA. Well, I don't understand that.
Because everything you tie into NWA, we got to do like the Four Horsemen. We got to do NWA. We got to do this.
No, that was me. That was me in our last releases. But yeah, man. I mean, I you got to bring something back. You got to put a belt on Fatu. Yes. Let's do something with Willie Mack that's longer than 2 matches in that they release over the segment of the span of a month and a half. Let's keep him here. If not, I mean, where's he going to end up going? Just going and getting one pop over in AEW and then going to dark matches for the longest time. Stay with MLW.
He will go there.
Now, I don't know if this would make sense to you guys. Do you think he'd be the guy that would be funding Bomaye Fight Club? Because remember they teased that a while ago? Like somebody was funding Bomaye Fight Club and it never came about?
It's me.
Willie Mack
I'm funding him.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, if you're looking for a type of talent or wrestler that's built a specific way, Willie Mack is not that guy that's built a look like a Bomaye fighter. So no.
Well, you know me. I still want Ken Broadway to come to MLW. I still think he'd be the perfect person.
He looks like that, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you have
Willie Mack.
Okay.
Willie Mack looks like an out of shape, donut maker somewhere down there.
All right.
Wow, it's time to make the donuts.
Yeah, I guess there's no love for Willie Mack going on here. I thought that was your man.
I met Willie Mack. Okay, this dude is like your size, height-wise. He's like 5'6", 5'7", period. Right. And he looks like he was out of breath out there sitting outside after his match.
Well, dude, I mean, they are running around.
I'm talking about like in 2017, so.
All right, so no love for Willie Mack.
I mean, the man is a phenomenal wrestler. He does shit out there inside the ring, but it's just one of those guys.
Maker.
But let me finish. But he does absolutely nothing for me, like nothing. Like I just see Willie Mack as just Willie Mack is just another guy there. Like there's nothing. Like separation for the rest of the guys. He's just like another body. Period. That's it.
Make sure that Chris Jericho doesn't hear the donut maker because that's going to be his next gimmick. He's donut maker. Pain maker.
All right, so I thought it was cool. Willie Mack is coming in. AB, I thought at one point thought it was pretty cool, and Muffins just thinks he's another jabroni coming into the company.
You know what's cool? The bunkhouse belt buckle coming in, that's cool. Willie Mack coming in is not.
No, maybe they'll bring them in together, right? Yeah. Maybe they'll announce it. I mean, I don't know that they'll announce it this quickly, but I don't know if he's an X Division champion, right?
But let's be honest for a second. How excited are you, or you were when you saw the announcement of Willie Mack going to MLW?
Or I could care less.
Well, yeah, it was like on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably like a 5. Yeah, and I knew that they had to do something with Fatu because he's a draw.
Chef just said exactly what I felt when I saw him. Like, oh, okay, okay, Willie Mack.
Yeah. I mean, who else would they have put Fatu against, though, right?
I don't know. Like, he looks bugged out, frozen, but
yeah. I do want to say this. I do want to say that earlier today I got a notification that MLW put Mance Warner and Madge Kruger on a match together, and I'm trying to figure out why. And I know that we want to keep this on the Willie Mack / Fatu match, but can we talk about that? We good to talk about?
Let's talk to me.
What? Where are they going to draw the storyline from?
Well,
you just had You just had Mads come off of the soaking in the pit of ooze or whatever from the Ninja Turtles, and then he's gonna come back and fight like as a Ninja Turtle reject, as a what?
Well,
with
they said
with,
that after the anthrax or whatever he was dealing with, that he disappeared. Like he just kind of disappeared. And Mance Warner hasn't been around, so you might be able to do they bumped into each other somewhere, caught some kind of beef or whatever. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it feels thrown together. Do I like that Mance Warner has a match? Yes. Do I like it against Madge Kruger? Yes. But I mean, we don't understand or know how the hell did this even happen? Like this is the part with wrestling where not everything has to be storyline, but I would like things to make sense. Because if it's just thrown there, I'm kind of already like, all right.
Indie-rific. Indie-rific. It's when they bring, when you bring someone in and it's just like, well, he's a name. We're going to bring him in. And he's gonna go against this person. Why? I mean, you guys had a storyline going, or do you not have storylines? It's just matches thrown together.
If Mance is back, and because they said he's back, if he's back or he has a certain amount of matches he has to fill, can't lose this match. Like he's got to win on the comeback. And then not for nothing, when's the last time Madge Kruger actually won a match too?
Well, so the three-way, he lost the three-way with Fatu and Hammerstone. He also lost against Fatu straight up. I don't remember if there was anything in between there. They may have had a throw match, but
Contra lost, and didn't he get? Oh no, was it Kwon or was it Madge
Kwon
that got pinned by EJ?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still a loss for the group. So he's been on a massive losing streak.
I know. I wonder if that's going to come into play in this next season. Just again, storylines. It doesn't have to be a great storyline. It doesn't have to be the longest storyline. You don't have to do angles against angles, but make it make sense. Tell me why this is happening.
All right, man, let's go to the next topic. I'm bored of this already.
Hey, by the way, before we leave, I want to say it. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter, Instagram. It's down below scrolling. Like, subscribe, and comment below on YouTube. We're doing a lot of things. We need some feedback. I've gotten some feedback from personal friends doing the viewing and giving me some personal information, like our takes on CM Punk as a UFC fighter sucked, but we'll get to those. But just make sure that you like us, you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are very, very active there, and we will not only follow you, but we'll have conversation. Most nights, all of us are having conversation there. Hit us up.
Or I'm arguing with somebody on Twitter.
Getting blocked.
Yeah. Getting blocked by wrestlers. Yeah.
All right. So for this show, we out of here. Do